Ladies and gentlemen, the art of the deal is alive. The art of the deal is working, and we are watching it play out in front of our very own eyes when it comes to Greenland. So Trump wins re-election, says we need Greenland. Greenland needs to become part of the United States. It is vital for the safety of America and the world. Well, Greenland is colonized by Denmark. Denmark says Greenland's not for sale. We own it. Well, what does Trump do? He takes Charlie Kirk, Don Jr., puts him on a plane. They fly to Greenland just under 2 weeks ago, meet the people of Greenland. The people of Greenland are wearing MAGA hats and saying, we don't like living under the dens. They don't like us. They're racist towards us. We want to be part of the great United States of America. So Trump says, hey, dens, if you don't want to make a deal, I will tariff the crap out of you. Guess what? Denmark is saying now, oh, we don't like tariffs, Mr. Trump. The people of Greenland can decide for themselves. And I'm going to show you that article right now. But before we continue, I got to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video and the channel overall, and that is Verity Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, Patriot, family-owned gold, silver, and precious metal IRA firm. They protect your IRAs, 401ks, retirement plans, and cash through physical gold and silver. This is constitutional. This is biblical. This is real money that cannot be printed out of thin air and backed by nothing. Call 480-717-9081. That's my good friend Matthew Geiger, the owner of the company. He will give you free silver when you call him and mention me. Links down below in the description. Let's continue. By the way, smash that thumbs up button. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notification buttons on, and I will keep you updated. Also, please leave me a comment. Where are you watching me from? Coming from Reuters. Danish Prime Minister tells Trump it is up to Greenland to decide on independence. So don't forget, this went from the Danish government saying, we will never give you Greenland. Then Greenland comes out and says, hey, Mrs. Danish people, we want to decide for ourselves. We're tired of being colonized. Can we decide? And Trump comes out and says, I will tariff you. I will tariff you, Denmark. And now Denmark says, Greenland decides for itself. This is the art of the deal. This is playing chess, not checkers. Copenhagen, on January 15th, Reuters, Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said on Wednesday she had spoken on the phone with United States President-elect Donald Trump and told him that it is up to Greenland itself to decide on any independence. Trump, who takes office on January 20th, said last week that United States control of Greenland was an absolute necessity and did not rule out using military or economic action such as tariffs against Denmark to make it happen. See, here's what I love about Trump, and you need to use brain cells to understand it. This is why people who have the woke mind virus in their head, they don't understand. It seems like Trump is just talking all the time and speaking gibberish and nonsense. He's not. Everything is strategically thought out. When he says, we want Greenland, everyone's like, what? Or when he says, Panama Canal, that's ours. Everyone's like, what? But then when you look at the bigger picture, you understand. Number one, Panama Canal, we built that. We own it. We're getting it back. But Greenland, there are Russian warships, Chinese warships right there. And this is a few hundred miles, like 1,000 miles away from United States East Coast borders, right next to Canada. Look at the map of where Greenland is. You will understand why it's important. And when Trump says, I will use any means necessary, it's not that he wants to threaten them. And it doesn't mean he's necessarily going to do it. He's putting them in a position to come to the table and agree on a deal. So for all the people, especially on the left, who've been saying it's never going to happen, follow along here. Started with Trump said, we want Greenland. 2, Denmark comes out and says, you will never have Greenland. We will never sell you Greenland. To Trump sending his son and Charlie Kirk to Greenland, People of Greenland meet Don Jr. with MAGA hats and say, buy us, we don't like Dens, they're racist towards us, to then Trump saying, I will use military and or sanctions against Denmark if they don't want to sell us Greenland, to now Denmark says, the people of Greenland decide for themselves. Do you see how the art of the deal works? It's a step-by-step process. You gotta come in with, like, I like how Trump comes in. We will use military. That should be the last line of, action. But he puts it out there first so that we don't have these long, year-long conversations. We take something that would usually take a couple of years down to a few days, done deal. I think Trump will get it done his first year back in office. My prediction, the Vladanon prediction, is it will get done first year in office. First 12 months, he'll work something out. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will keep you updated. We are watching the art of the deal go down right in front of our own very eyes. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're a freedom-loving Trump supporter. Love you all. See you on the next one.